Hey friends, welcome to the Links to Messiah podcast. My name's Rachel Kushner, and this is where we explore the Jewish roots of our faith and create family traditions that point straight to Jesus. Let's get started. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. I cannot believe it is 2 weeks into January for 2026 already. This episode is titled New Year, Same God, Why I'm Slowing Down. Welcome back to the podcast. So before we talk about what is ahead, I want to pause and look back just for a minute because last year was full in the best ways. If you follow me on social media, you've probably seen that I did an achievement latke reel. Some of you have already seen it and seen the wins and the God moments from 2025. I'm going to link it in the show notes so that you can go ahead and see it. If you want to see and hear what God did in 2025 in my own life personally, I share some personal things, and I also share some ways that God really showed up for Links to Messiah in 2025. So I am deeply thankful, and I didn't want to skip over any wins or grateful moments from 2025. I just don't ever want to pass over gratitude. But here's where I want to be honest, and I'm going to be brutally honest. This year has not started out with a bang for me. It just has not. You know, the whole new year, new you thing? Yeah. That is not where I am. I did not come into January with everything mapped out. I'm not feeling energized or sharp or ready. I feel scattered and tired. And if I'm honest, I'm just really on the struggle bus right now. I have big hopes, you guys, for 2026. For me personally, for Links to Messiah, for so many different categories. I could go on and on. I have God-sized hopes. But right now, getting it all organized in my head feels super hard and very challenging, and it's something I'm really struggling with. I wonder if that's you too. Maybe you're listening and you're thinking, everybody else seems ready for the new year. I'm just trying to keep up. If that is you, I want you to hear this. You are not behind. You are not failing, and you are not alone. And as I say that to you, I am preaching to my own heart as well. One thing God has been gently reminding me of is this. We live in a crazy, fast-paced world. Everything pushes us to go faster, do more, try harder, keep up. But that is not how God has designed us. God created the Sabbath for a reason, not as a rule to weigh us down, but a gift to hold us up. A pause built into creation itself. A rhythm of rest because God knew we were going to need it. We need rest. We need to slow down. We need space to breathe. We need to remember who we are and whose we are. That's why this year I'm really choosing to lean into Shabbat more intentionally. Not perfectly, because that will never happen, and not performatively, but faithfully. Rest is not a reward for having it all together. Rest is how God puts us back together. This is actually at the very heart of Links to Messiah. Links to Messiah exists to bring the Jewish roots of the Bible to life for your family, to help you build faith at home, to create meaningful connections around the table, and to build a lasting legacy that your children can carry forward, not through pressure, not through perfection, but through presence, through rhythms, through stories, through slowing down long enough to notice what God is doing. And that leads me to what is ahead for this podcast. So I am going to be doing some experimenting, if you will, this year with the podcast. And what I would like to do is start this year by walking hand in hand with what we are learning inside of Shabbat Club. Before I talk about that, if you don't know what Shabbat Club is, let me explain it to you. It is simply an invitation to begin a new weekly family rhythm. It's a fun way to kick off Shabbat or Sabbath, and it's going to change the atmosphere in your home. The shift will focus to the Lord and to the rest that He offers. These episodes are for you, but they're also for your children. You will be able to listen together, pause, talk, reflect, and you're going to be growing as a family. If you're already a part of Shabbat Club, you'll have the weekly packets that go along with each episode. Simple, engaging tools that are going to help you bring it to life at home. And if you're not in the club, hear me. You are so welcome here. You can listen and you can learn right along with us. Now, the weekly packets, if you're not in Shabbat Club, once we complete a unit that usually will last anywhere from 3 to 4, 5, maybe 6 weeks. When the unit is completed, if you would like to purchase that particular unit, you may do that on our website. It will not be available until the completion of that unit, but it will be available. The weekly packets are going to drive home what we're learning. My heart for 2026 is not hustle. It's alignment, getting families back to the table, helping kids see the Bible as one connected story, and reminding all of us that God meets us even when we feel undone. So if your year didn't start with fireworks, you are in good company. Let's begin this year not with pressure, but with presence. I am so glad you're here. The first unit for Shabbat Club is all about God being a promise keeper. And the first account, the first lesson that we have is going to be focused on Noah, and you're going to love it. So look for another podcast episode to drop this week. It's going to go hand in hand with Shabbat Club for this Friday. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to head over to linkstoMessiah.com, where we have a lot of free resources, seasonal boxes, and an ever-growing digital library. We are here to help your family connect with the Jewish roots of our faith and the Messiah, Jesus.